Whether the journey has come to an end. 273. The journey ends upon returning to one's homeland. There is nitrogen monoxide need to intend to reside there. A place of residence is different. One must intend to stay there for at least 15 days. 274. A person's homeland is the place where they were born and raised, or where they wish to marry and live, or where they intend to settle and do not wish to move elsewhere. A place where a person was not born, married, or decided to settle, but where they wish to stay for at least 15 days, is also a residence for them, provided that the place is such a place and suitable for such residence. For a guest, a place where one wishes to stay for less than 15 days is also their residential homeland. This is not taken into account neither the native homeland nor the residential homeland changes as a result. The rules of travel apply here. 275 THE. Native homeland is voided by its own kind. IT is not voided by the resident's homeland. That is to say, if a person leaves the place where they were born and raised, or where they married and settles in another town, their previous homeland nitrogen monoxide longer remains their original homeland, even if they return there later. Unless they intend to stay for 15 days, they are not required to pray the obligatory prayers in 4-unit sets. However, if one temporarily leaves one's native land, 276, a place of residence is invalidated by the homeland, another place of residence, or simply by setting out on a journey. It is not necessary for there to be a travel distance between them. Example, if a person intends to stay in a town for 1 month during the journey, and after staying that long sets out again, or goes to another town and intends to stay there for at least 15 days, the previous town nitrogen monoxide longer qualifies as their residence. Returning there does not make them a resident. To become a resident there again, they must intend to stay for at least 15 days. However, temporarily leaving one's place of residence for a short term job during the period of residence, even if the trip takes only a few hours, does not void one's place of residence. 277. If someone intends to leave their home and travel to a village at least 3 days journey away, and before reaching that destination, they intend to stay in a town along the way for 15 days. According to one opinion, this place becomes a place of residence. According to another opinion, however, this is not the case. 278. A traveler who leaves his homeland with the intention of a journey, but wishes to return before covering a distance of 3 days, begins to perform his prayers fully upon turning back, before returning to his homeland, for by interrupting such a journey, the journey is considered abandoned. 279. If a guest is about to marry in a town where he does not wish to reside, according to one opinion, he is considered a resident, while according to another opinion, he is not considered a resident. 280. A person who has a wife in each of 2 towns is considered a resident if he goes to either of them. According to another opinion, he is not considered a resident. However, if one of them dies and property such as a house, vineyard, or garden remains to him in the town where he is not considered a resident by going there. However, according to another opinion, since that place is still considered his homeland, he is therefore considered a resident. According to the Maliki school, if a traveler intends to stay in the place he has gone to for exactly 4 days, and a situation arises where 20 obligatory prayers become due for him, he is considered a resident. He cannot shorten his prayers. This period does not include the day they enter the place after dawn and the day they leave it. According to Imam Shafi'i, intending to stay in a place for exactly 4 days, excluding the days of entry and exit, constitutes residence, and prayers are not shortened there. According to the Hanbalis as well, a person who intends to stay in a place even if it is not suitable for residence, or who intends to stay for a period during which more than 20 obligatory prayers will be performed, is considered a resident. They may not shorten their prayers.